In my last video I told you about how I made use of my magical inner palace in order to escape what was looking like a relentless run of bad luck. And I know I've already shared a video where I talk about how I came upon such a place. Well, today I want to take you on a journey inside your own mind, where you can discover your own palace and start showing you around a few of the rooms there. And then over the next few weeks we'll discover more and more useful areas that can be helpful to know about, that have actual practical functions that can make your life easier or safer or just better in many ways. So yes, you're going to need a free 15-20 minutes or so for this experience, and a place where you can comfortably sit and relax without having to worry about being interrupted. Probably a good idea to put your phone on silent for the duration, just to be sure. You're mostly going to have your eyes closed. However, if there's any kind of emergency, you'll find that you can return to the waking world easily, fresh and well prepared to handle anything that requires handling before returning to finish the process later on. This isn't hypnosis. I'll be making suggestions, but you'll find that you're quite in control of the whole experience, able to pay attention to this audio guide or not as you discover this place, or if it's a place that you're already familiar with, as you find exciting new areas there. You'll find it's probably best to listen to this guide through headphones, but of course if you don't have headphones, that's not a problem. So once you're all set up and you've found a nice, comfortable position, either lying down or preferably actually sitting straight with your back up straight, if you can find a nice, comfortable position with your head being drawn up towards the ceiling and simply your back as straight as possible without it being a strain, and you're going to listen to your breathing for a little while. Just let your breathing happen just as naturally as it's currently happening, not forcing it one way or another. Just noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. Whenever your mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. Just notice every aspect of the breath. Where it's arriving, where it's going. And we're just going to gently draw your attention from the top of your head down into your face and your cheeks and your jaw. And really relaxing your jaw, really relaxing those muscles, the little muscles around your eyes, relaxing your neck, your shoulders. Shake out any tension that might be in your shoulders and let those shoulders really feel comfortable. Notice your arms, your forearms down into your hands, into your fingers. And bring your attention back to your jaw. Make sure that's really still nice and relaxed, and back down into your neck and into your chest. Make sure your back is nice and relaxed. Make sure your stomach is relaxed as well. Down into your hips, into your legs, all the way down into your calves, your ankles, your feet and your toes. You're going to bring your attention back up to just the spot between your eyes. You're going to look up with your eyes if you've got your eyes closed, and if you don't have your eyes closed yet, you can just close your eyes right now and look up at that spot just in between your two eyes. Just notice what's going on there. If you're seeing anything, if you're experiencing anything. I want you to look out for a door. Now we're going to walk over to the door. We're going to open that door and we're going to just walk straight through it. You're going to see another door. And you're going to walk over to that door and open that door and walk straight through it. And there's a third door. And you can see that there's a light coming from underneath that door. It's a natural light, like a bright sunny day, and there's fresh air coming from underneath there. And this door's a little bit different from the previous ones. It's red. It's got a golden handle with a symbol on it. Might be difficult to make out. It might be very clear to you what that symbol is. You don't need to worry about the symbol. It's just an interesting symbol that's quite beautiful, in fact. And you put out your hand on the cool golden handle, and as you open the door, you walk through into your kingdom. Have a look around. I want you to notice the palace that's in the distance. Feel how the weather is. It's all very calm, quiet. It's a very calm, quiet place at the moment. We're going to start off by setting some boundaries on this kingdom of yours. You're going to think of the most powerful words that you can think of right now. The words that make you feel the most relaxed, and also the most protected, and also the most powerful. Any words that you can think of that feel really surprisingly powerful. Maybe they're names of entities, maybe they're names of people that you know and love who are protective for you. Maybe they're words, powerful words that signify protection. And we're going to push all of those words together into a ball of energy that's going to be in between your hands. And you're going to just fill this little ball of energy. It's quite small to start off with. We're going to put more and more of these words into that ball of energy. Take a few seconds now. Think of all the words you can think of and put them into that ball of energy. And see that ball of energy growing with every word that you add to it. And now if you work with any protective spirits, you can ask those protective spirits to bless that ball of energy. And if you don't work with any protective spirits, then that's not a problem. You can bless it yourself. Just make sure that a copy of all your protective instincts are put into this ball of energy. So that this ball is the most protective ball that you can possibly imagine. Think about what color it's going to be. What's the most protective color that you can think of? Are there any shapes, any protective shapes you can think of that you'd like to adorn this ball with? And what kind of sounds is this ball making? What kind of protective sounds can you add here? How does it feel? And now that you have the most protective ball in the universe between your hands, in a few moments you're going to turn to one side and you're going to send the ball around. So in just a few seconds you're going to let go of this ball that's between your hands, and when the ball leaves your hands it's going to describe this big circle all around your kingdom, creating this gigantic protective field that's going to grow upwards until it creates a big transparent dome. Okay, so when you're ready, you can just roll the ball along the floor and send it all the way around your kingdom. It'll go quite fast. Go for it. And as the ball goes around, you can see that protective field going all the way around your kingdom like a big sphere of transparent but incredibly potent energy covering the whole place. It's transparent, so you can still see the sky, this beautiful radiant sun, lovely little clouds. It's very, very nice weather. The ball of energy is not preventing you from seeing any of that. It's all transparent, but nevertheless this big shield of protective energy is covering this entire kingdom. This kingdom belongs to you. And you can see the ball coming back on the other side. It's coming back to you, and you can grab the ball, and if you'd like, you can place it within your chest. And if you choose to do so, the ball will be a protective shield for you in the real world as well. Now, your entire kingdom is protected with this first layer of protection. Now you can come and go from this kingdom as you wish. Anything that you invite in can cross this field of protection without any problem, but you have to invite it. Anything that's not invited will end up instantly stopped at this shield of protection. So whenever you're feeling insecure or you're feeling attacked in any way, you can always come to this kingdom. And now we're going to walk towards the palace. The palace is at the center of the kingdom. You can have a look around you as you walk towards it. What kind of vegetation is there? What kind of features are there? You can see if there are any water features, any trees, any paths that might look interesting for exploring later on. But we're walking straight towards the center, up towards the central palace, and as we arrive at the front of the palace, you look up. And first of all, you notice what color the palace is. This isn't something that you choose, it's something that you'll see. And then you'll see what the actual entrance is like, what the front doors are like, and what it's like to go up to the front doors and have them open for you as you approach, because this is your palace. The doors will always open for you, because this is your place. And as you walk in, you'll notice how large and welcoming the entrance is. And as you have a first look around here, notice if there are any particularly beautiful features. Where are the sources of light? Where can you go from here? And I want you to know that because all of this belongs to you, any creatures you might meet, no matter how big or small or how cute or scary looking, they're all here to serve you. They like you a lot, in fact. You're the master here. So by all means, take a moment to feel at home in this palace of yours. We're going to go exploring in just a moment. Take a few moments now to get to know this entrance area and any beings who come possibly to greet you, if any. Now, nothing that wishes you any harm can possibly get through that protective layer that you just set up, so everything that's inside really is here to serve you. Feel how comfortable you are being in this place. And now you can have a look around. Are there doors? Are there corridors to walk down? Are there stairs? Enjoy taking a moment to explore this place. Naturally, you should feel absolutely free to open any of the doors. If you see any doors, absolutely feel free to walk down any corridor. Absolutely feel free to visit the gardens if you wish later on, or now, up to you. This place is yours. And if some of the areas seem a little difficult to define right now, if they're difficult to quite make out what they look like and so on, that's perfectly normal. You have plenty of time later on to explore the whole place. And now you notice one of the doors has got another symbol on it. It's an interesting symbol that seems to shift. It's on a dark background. And you take a second to notice where you are so that you can come back here easily. Now, this is quite a useful little room we're going to discover today. So we're going to walk towards it and we're going to open the door. And when you open the door, you'll notice that inside it's completely dark. There's not a single light. Now, this is a very special room. You don't have to enter it right now, but you're very welcome to if you wish to. The room, like everything else here, belongs to you after all. It's here to serve you. You do what you want with it. Just know it's a room that you can enter, and when you decide to close the door behind you, you'll always know where the door is, even though there's no light in this room. You'll always be able to open it whenever you like and leave the room. The place is yours after all. It's a completely benevolent place. This is a room that you can go into and become pure mind. Your body will no longer be visible either to yourself or to any other entity, manifest or immanifest. And whenever you feel unsafe or hunted down or anything like that in the real world, this is a place where you can go to completely disappear and just become pure mind. And this can be a very safe place to go to make sure that anything that could be after you would lose track and would lose your scent and lose interest and go looking for something else because they feel like they're wasting their time because you are off the grid in this room. So this is a room you can go to literally to get off the grid, physically and in the spiritual realm. So when you close the door behind you, you just become pure mind. You're invisible to anything, including yourself. And you can stay here as long or for as short a time as you like. So if that's something that you'd like to try out right now, you can absolutely try that out. And if it's something that you'd like to leave for another time, you can leave that for another time. But I'll give you a little moment right now to either explore this room or to explore elsewhere. It's entirely up to you. And when you feel ready, you can return to the present moment, knowing that you can return to this palace to explore some more whenever you like. And in the coming weeks, I'll show you a few more of the rooms that are around here that you'll be able to use in your own time. But for now, if you feel comfortable, you can simply return to observing your breath. You can take just a couple deeper breaths. And bring your mind back to your body. And open your eyes whenever you feel comfortable. You might want to stretch your body a little and return to the present moment. There we are. I hope you enjoyed this little visualization today. I'd like to do a few more of these. There are a few rooms that I think are particularly useful, and I think that in the coming weeks it could be quite interesting to show you around some of the rooms that I found the most useful in my own palace. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It always really helps. And if you would like to support the channel, then by all means check out some of the links that I've left down below to the Patreon, where memberships start at just $2 a month, and there are lots of different levels, different things that you can get at the various levels. So in particular, I'd like to thank the level Infinity Lux Eterna members: David Venturini, Aritz Murueta Ramos, Caitlin Kopok, Danny Barr, Amon, Linda Hendricks, Stephen Hunter, and Susanna Red Elves. Thank you so much to all of you for your incredible support, and thank you to the level 3 members whose names you can see scrolling up on the left hand side of your screen over here. As I say, I hope you really enjoyed the process. If you did, don't forget to leave that thumbs up, but also subscribe and make sure that you have that little notification bell clicked so that you're notified in the upcoming weeks whenever I release a new video with new areas of your palace that we're going to explore together. My very best wishes to everyone, and see you